Welcome to the session of Cost and Works Accounting. I, Dr. S.R. Pagare from K.J. Somaya College of Arts, Commerce and Science, welcome you to the session of Purchase Procedure. In today's session, we are going to study what does Purchase Procedure mean and what are the various steps included in the Purchase Procedure. So let's begin with today's session. Purchase Procedure. Purchasing is one of the most important elements of material control. It starts with the initiation of purchase requisition and ends with the receipt of material into stores and the payment of bill of purchases. Purchase manager is the head of purchase department. He has to take decisions on purchasing the material in right quantity, of right quality, for the right price, at the right time and from the right sources. Let's study the various steps involved in purchase procedure. A systematic and well-defined procedure is to be followed to make the purchase of raw material. The purchase procedure normally involves the following important steps. First, preparation of purchase budget. Second, receipt of purchase requisition. Third, selection of supplier. Fourth, drafting of purchase order. And fifth, receipt of material. So let's see the first step, that is preparation of purchase budget. The purchase manager, with the help of production planning department, prepares purchase budget. This budget is prepared at the beginning of the year. It can be a calendar year or it can be an accounting year, but most probably it is prepared at the beginning of the accounting year. This purchase budget guides him in knowing what he has to buy, of what quality, in what quantity, of what size, and also when to buy. There should be production target or budget for the business organization. So it is the duty of every business organization to see that the production planning department prepares a budget in accordance with the purchase budget. Following are the factors to be considered while preparing purchase budget. First, quantity and quality of each material needed according to production budget. Second, the present stock position, that is the opening stock, and materials expected to arrive already covered by purchase orders. That means we have to see what is the cash in hand, what is the stock in hand, and what are the purchase orders that are previously issued but the material has yet to be received. Third, the date on which the material is required. Fourth, price of materials and possible quantity discount. And fifth, source of supply. The second step is purchase requisition. The purchase manager initiates actions for the purchase of raw materials only after the receipt of purchase requisition from the various departments. The purchase requisitions are prepared by the department heads who need the material for production and other activities and are then sent to the purchase department. Purchase requisition should be made in 3 copies. 1 copy for the purchasing department, second for the production planning and control department, and the third copy is to be retained with the department as a record. Purchase requisition serves the following basic purposes. First, purchase requisition is a notification to the purchasing department of the need of the department for particular material. Second, it provides a written record of details of materials and date when it is required. Third, it provides data for reference when responsibility for shortage of material is to be established. The purchase requisition should give clearly and completely all the information that is required for initiation of the purchase procedure. It should always be on the letterhead of the company. It contains the following essential information. First, name and exact description of material required. Second, quantity of material required. Third, date on which material is required. Fourth, the place of delivery of goods after receiving inspection report. And fifth, signature of the authority initiating the purchase requisition. This is the format of purchase requisition, where you see you have a purchase requisition number. You should mention the proper date. Required by department, the department that orders the good, the department that needs the material. The name of that department should be written over here. The date on which the material is required, that should be specifically mentioned over here. Then we have columns over here. Description of material. In every business organization, every material has some code number. It is assigned with some code number. So the code number of that material should be given. The exact quantity that is required should be given. And the remark, if there are some specifications required for that material, that should be mentioned in the remark column. The one who prepares the requisition should put his initials over here. The one who approves the requisition should put his initials over here. And after all, it should be signed by the purchase officer. The third step is selection of supplier. So the first step was preparing a purchase budget. Second step was purchase requisition. And now the third step is selection of supplier. Once the purchase department receives the purchase requisition, it takes necessary steps to procure the required materials. The first step is to decide about the suppliers to whom the purchase order may be sent. For this purpose, it has to examine its records about the performance of suppliers who had supplied material to the company in the past, and also the suppliers who have been supplying the material to the company. Further, it has to update the list of suppliers by collecting the information about the new suppliers. Then the purchase department has to decide about whether the quotations are to be invited only from one source of supply, that is single tender, or from a very few selected sources of supply, that is restricted tender, or from all sources of supply, that is open tender, through advertisement in dailies, business magazines, etc. So here we come to know that tenders are of three types. If the quotation is invited from one source of supply, then it becomes a single tender. If the quotations are invited from few selected source of supply, then it becomes a restricted tender. Or if the advertisement is made in some dailies or business magazines or journals, then it becomes from open tender. On the receipt of tenders in sealed envelopes, which will be opened on stipulated date, time and place, in front of the authorities, a comparative statement of all the quotations is prepared. This statement is called Schedule of Quotations. So, what is Schedule of Quotations? On receipt of tenders in sealed envelopes, which will be opened in stipulated date, time and place, a comparative statement of all the quotations will be prepared, which is known as Schedule of Quotations. In short, Schedule of Quotations is what? It is a comparative statement of all the quotations received. What does it include? Schedule of quotation includes the price at which supplier is willing to supply, quality of material, delivery time, discount allowed, terms and conditions of payment, mode of transport, etc. So this is the format of schedule of quotation. Here you have a company's name, you have a title of schedule of quotation, name of material, date, and again there are some columns, that is serial number, name and address of the supplier. That is the supplier who is willing to supply the material to the company. Quantity, his rate, delivery time, terms of delivery, payment terms, other terms of conditions, and the remarks. So, if you have more than one person, you can prepare a comparative statement which makes easy for the purchase department to select the supplier. Fourth step is drafting of purchase order. Now, this is the most important step in the purchase procedure. After selecting a proper supplier, the purchase manager prepares a purchase order. What is purchase order? A purchase order is a contractual document which authorizes the supplier to supply the material. I repeat, a purchase order is defined as a contractual document which authorizes the supplier to supply the material. The purchase order is also known as supply order. The purchase order is in the form of contractual agreement with the suppliers which binds both the purchaser and the supplier. That means once the purchase order is prepared, it is binding on both, that is the supplier and the purchaser. Once the order is placed, the supplier is bound to supply the material in accordance with the terms and conditions of the order. As he purchases, the order is prepared on the basis of the quotation submitted by the supplier. On the other hand, the purchase order also binds the purchase manager to accept the delivery of material and to make necessary arrangements for payment, because it is the purchase manager who has placed the order. The purchase department should take utmost care to mention all the relevant things and also the terms and conditions to avoid any legal complications in future. It has to specify the quantity, quality, specification, etc. of material, rate, discount if any, terms and conditions about the delivery of goods, payment, transportation mode and cost, insurance premium, packaging charges, etc. Therefore, the purchase order is prepared normally on printed form which contains all the terms and conditions clearly. This is the format of purchase order. National Industries Limited purchase order. Purchase requisition number is to be mentioned, quotation number is to be mentioned, purchase order number and the date. Again, the quotation number is to be quoted over here, stating that your quotation has been accepted. Please supply the following item as per the terms and conditions mentioned. Serial number, code number, description, quantity, rate per item, delivery date, specification and remarks, and the terms and conditions regarding the delivery, payment, packing, dispatch, discount and any other should be mentioned. Every purchase order should be signed by the purchase manager, only then it is considered as void. Purchase order. Generally 5 copies are prepared for sending, each to the supplier, the receiving department, the department which initiated purchase requisition, the accounting department and the filing department for reference. And the last stage is receipt of material. Material receiving department receives the material from the supplier along with the invoice and purchase order number. When ordered goods are received, the receiving clerk checks whether the packages and their contents are mentioned properly. The receiving clerk prepares the goods received note with the help of delivery note given by the supplier with the material. Goods received note, popularly known as GRN, serves the following purposes. First, it informs the storekeeper and other departments about the receipt of materials. Second, it notifies the accounting department that the materials have been received and that a voucher can be prepared. Third, when it includes cost column, it can serve of entry in the store's ledger. So this is a form of goods received note. Goods received note is prepared by the stores. So in today's session, we have studied the meaning of purchase procedure, steps involved in purchase procedure and the formats of various documents. In next session, we can study the next part of purchase